Ball Blasters in the predominantly blue.
Good afternoon and welcome. Yes, welcome back as we getting ready for action here in the Republic Cup under 16 division. It's Pro Series up against Ball Blasters. Pro Series, of course, from Trinidad and Tobago, the winners of the Trinidad and Tobago zone. And the Ball Blasters, they are the winners from Tobago as they get ready to get things kicked off here. The refereeing crew is led by referee Joel Cox, the AR1 Rondell Militon, the AR2 Shane Mohammed, and the fourth official Kerry Myers. So that's the refereeing team. For Ball Blasters, we've got the starting lineups for you. Jaquan Defon, he's going to be sporting the number 24 jersey. Cameron Bovell, the number 6 jersey. Jameek Wilkins, the number 11 jersey. Jadia Marcel, number 7 jersey. In goal, the number 31, Stephon Tom. Jeremiah Morgan, the number 9 jersey he'll wear. And wearing number 12 jersey is Mario Pereira. Number 21, Emmanuel Wright. Number 37, Rivon Marcel. The number 8, Devon Maxine. And rounding off the starting lineups, we've got Devontae Chintele. So that's the starting lineup for the Ball Blasters team. As we go across to the boys from the north, the Pro Series team, we have the number 1, Jaden Lucas. He'll be sporting number 1 jersey. Give us Fredericks, number 77. Dickwan Jackman, number 3. And Tishon Jackman, number 4. Zane Griffith, number 2. Troy Bruno, number 17. Jadel Hislop, number 6. Number 7, Jaden Samuel.
Number 37,
Alexander
Marshall. Number 8,
Alejandro Harper, number 16. Number 10, Jake Barkley. And Jasima Celestina rounds off the starting lineup. He'll be sporting number 11 jersey. Pro Series in the red, white, and black. And Ball Blasters, they are in blue. So here comes the Pro Series team. Ball charged down as they go back all the way to Tristan Jackman. Jackman with a mistake here. Ball dropped. He's sure he's just offside. The referee on the near side, Rondell Millington, with his flag going up quite quickly. And it's banged up in the air by Lucas. Barkley. Strong challenge there as the ball falls. It's Barkley still, but there's no one inside. Ball in and across. Celestin chasing. And the ball going out of place. It's going to be a throw into Pro Series. Having stayed on was Jaden Samuel. It seems to be a head injury. Seems to be struck in the face. M&ETV. M&ETV. M&ETV.
M on the hand side?
Yeah, the hand side. M&ETV. So the rhythm section has come to life here as we're going to have a free kick.
Remember, you can get onto the stream. It's being streamed live on M&ETV. Get up on the stream right now. Music and entertainment where the
So that ball headed out. It's going to be Pro Series. They've got the first corner in this one. Ball floated across. Just headed clear. Big Jackman with a bit of a poor touch. And here comes the boys from Tobago. Ball across. Oh, disguise it with the goal at his mercy. It was Wright, Emmanuel Wright. What an attack from the Ball Blasters team. They were quickly into attack from the corner. And that one just going over the top of the crossbar. So the rhythm section has started up. So the thrones of the rhythm section. Remember, you're watching the Republic Cup 2024. So it's going to be a throw-in. Pro Series with the throw. Goes out and going across is Celestin, the skillful Jasim Celestin. Ball thrown in, headed clear. A shot from distance, just flashing wide. So warning shots here, if you could call it that. The man on the end of that one was Alexandro Happer. Not afraid to bounce the ball from the back, the Ball Blasters. As they bring in the ball, it's gone all the way through. And it's going to be easily handled there by Lucas. Jaden Lucas. So Jaden Lucas, he just rolls it short to Jackman. Jackman finds Bruno. As the Pro Series team tried to build the ball from the back, but it's given away. Some good skill there in tight spaces by Hislop. They try to get Barkley going. As ball played through Barkley. Barkley, it's across. It was aim at Celestin. Yeah, Hislop is number 6 for the Pro Series team. Jaden Hislop. As it's going to be Pro Series. The rhythm section just looking to come to life again. If you're anywhere in the eastern parts of Trinidad and Tobago, come out and support the youngsters. Free of charge. Ball across. Cleared. Hislop. He goes back to Jackman. Jackman finds Frederick. It was aimed at Barkley. Right. Tristan Jackman. But he's just barged off the ball. And forward comes the Ball Blasters team. Hislop been dribbled out of his shoes. The referee says a foul has taken place. So it's going to be a free kick. This youngster with the knee band, that's Namali George. Something I don't like to see youngsters playing with knee bands. I think if you have to play with a knee band, you're injured enough to be rested. Well, of course, it's more cosmetic these days than a shot from distance. Not the best of shots. And his coach is up off the bench. Head coach Thomas. He's up from the bench, belling out instructions. Jackman. The Twin Towers at the back. For Pro Series. Unbothered, really. Dequan is the number 3. And Tristan, the number 4. Both, they are cousins related. Both, they go to Fatima College as well. Tristan has been transformed from a more attacking player, a more defensive midfielder, winger, to stopper, and he's doing well at this level. Ball played over the top there by Hislop. Hopeful at best. Right. He's already spawned the best chance of this game. That's Emmanuel right? God is with us. But he's already spawned the best chance of this opening few minutes. Defoe with it, throw in. Right, wins out. Puts it to his captain. That's Morgan. And Ball Blasters. These youth teams, I'm quite impressed. Well coached. Morgan, the captain. Yeah, they're playing well. Defoe. Right. Trying to go for a bit of a run. Early ball across. Keeper comes and claims. Well done there by Lucas, the keeper. And then he goes short to Jackman. Early ball forward, nice ball. But it goes out of play. Unable to keep it in play there was the skillful. You expect better from him. Harper. Alexandro Harper. Jermaine. That's Jermaine Morgan. He just playing it across, and that's a beautiful ball into space here. Defoe on the overlap. Plays it across. Hislop. Barkley wins out. Barkley goes down. No call by the referee. But Harper, that's a beautiful ball into space here. So with space and time. Ball across. And a poor touch there by Celestin. Goes out of play. So a nice brand of football here. Just being set up as we see the referee, Mr. Cox, Joel Cox, running across his fourth official, Kerry Myers. Not sure what's the complaint. I'm seeing all the numbers. The colors are different. So not quite sure that conversation would have liked to be, can't be a fly on the wall because it's outside, so it has to be a cricket in a hole to hear what that conversation would have been about. As the ball is played over, good defensive header. So this, the Republic Bank Cup, the Republic Cup, as the ball is played over. And that ball cleared upfield. It's aimed at Barkley. Oh, so I was the cricket on the ground and I heard the conversation. It's that they're taking a 3-minute water break. I was just mentioning on here that there was a conversation taking place. It's a 3-minute water break because it's the 12 o'clock hot sun and the sun has come out in all its glory. So they're taking a 3-minute water break just to ensure that for player safety. So the refereeing team doing excellent there. Kerry Myers just informing the referee, Mr. Cox, that we would be using a little bit more time to ensure that the players are well refreshed. So that's the water break. So while the players get refreshed, I will refresh myself. As remember, you're watching the Republic Cup 2024, the under 16 division. The Ball Blasters 0, Pro Series 0.
Break is going to be taken. It will be 3-minute cooling break and not a 1-minute water break. Please be advised.
And I think I'm rushing it here. It's not a water break, it's an injury break. A player has gone down. So it's not the official water break just yet. Probably I'm so...
Once again, no goals as yet in this, the Republic Cup 2024 National Youth Football League.
Probably I'm so thirsty, I want to get some water.
Boys under 16 champ of champs.
But it's been an excellent start thus far.
The Tobago winners, Ball Blasters, FC.
It's been an excellent first half thus far. Early in this one, both teams are yet to settle.
Coach of the Pro Series.
The Ball Blasters team of Tobago, though, they would think that they should have been up 1-0 when Emmanuel Wright the ball fell to him and he went over the goal. But after that, it's been a balanced affair here. Both teams maintaining good possession, bouncing the ball around. As we see the Pro Series team, they're going to make a substitution. And on comes the number 20, Telophilus. Jassy Telophilus. I think that's the correct pronunciation. And he's going to replace the number 7. Not quite sure. He's looking in great distress. Samuel. Jaden Samuel. Now, if that's not a trauma injury, which is an injury caused by a collision, I think they should bring him out of the sun. He should be brought out of the sun. And yeah, the medical personnel should definitely be here quickly. As I tell people, I like to see trauma. I don't like to see any injury. But before they see a trauma injury, then an injury, yeah, the medics are coming across to deal with that. Because if it's not a trauma injury, well, you know, he was struck, etc. But when you see a player go down and he's in discomfort, and it's not a trauma injury, you want to take care of that. But back to the action on the pitch. Ball comes across and Jaden Lucas able to distribute. The substitute, Telophilus, losing his footing in his very first action on the pitch. But then they're able to win it back out. And it's Hislop. He goes across his defensive area, across to Griffith. Griffith brings it forward. Some nice work there by Harper. He goes on under the challenge from Marshall. Rayvon Marshall. Yes, as Mrs. Debbie passes by. Ball across, the keeper comes. Toms comes as well. It goes out for corner. Yes, Miss Debbie. My first manager, should I say, at ECM Motong. When we played, that time it wasn't professional, semi-pro, ages ago. As Jackman father passes by. That's Tristan Jackman. His father passes by. A serving member in the defense force. Ball floated into the area here. And Daquan Jackman. Jackman, he loses out. Hislop. But winning out nicely there is Maxime. Then he gives it away. And it's just cleared out there by Defoe. The substitute bringing that ball across. Griffith. He loses out. Ball played forward. That's Pereira. But he wins a throwing for his team. So if you're just joining us, you're watching the Republic Cup 2024, the National Youth League, the Under-16 division, the national finals. It's the Ball Blasters of Tobago. They're up against Pro Series, the boys from the north. Pro Series in red. No call. And going down there easily. There was Telophilus. There's a beautiful ball through. Out come Lucas. He comes, he claims. And the fans of the Pro Series team, they claim him the best keeper in the world. An error here by Griffith. It goes out of play. So it's still in play. And able to win things out and allow his team to begin to play as they build it from the back. Ball played through the lanes. That's a beautiful ball. Jackman comes and it goes out. It's going to be a corner. So this Pro Series team, they have to be careful.
The medical expertise being provided there by Dr. A.J. James and his medical team of Lal Chan Mohammed and Harvey.
The medical team passing there, and they're looking quite exciting and interesting, the medical team. As good looking as they are competent. Well, it's going to be a corner here. Ball floated across, and it's headed clear there by Big Jackman. So it was a nice teasing cross there by Pereira. And he jogs all the way across. Remember, he plays left back. So he jogs all the way across now, the throwing from the left side. And he has a long throw on him. But he decides to go short to Marshall. And it comes off of him last. There's a bit of a ping pong ball there. And the cloud cover just coming to ease us up a bit. Ball played through. That's a beautiful ball, but it's cleared. Yeah, so just about 22 minutes gone. Yeah, a bit of football tennis here. Harper giving it away cheaply. Very dangerous. This Ball Blasters team can run. If there's one thing they can do is run. Jackman comes on this, puts it in the touch. Watkins and Wright just getting their wires crossed. The two W's crossing their wires. So more W's there. But it's going to be a throw in here to Defoe. The captain, he's been excellent for his team thus far. He's bossed things in the middle area. And he decides to go all the way back. And running across there, we have Saint-Hilaire. Ball going out. So the two teams are evenly matched in the opening exchanges. Good defensive header by Griffith. But they lose it out there. Making a telling run, but then it goes out of play. So that one going out of play. It's going to be a corner. Pro Series, there's action on their bench. It's flying subs, so they can still make substitutions in and out. Right, so just some clarification of the substitutions, the way substitutes works in this division. If you're substituted in the first half, you can come back on, but only in the second half. So you can't be substituted on and off. Right, that's a beautiful ball. Oh, and getting the final touch is Daquan Jackson. Keeper Tom was under pressure. He dropped it, and looking at the back post was Big Daquan Jackman, and he headed it home to put his team up 1-0. So the big defender from the back, he came forward and put his team up 1-0. Goal
scored there by number 3, Daquan Jackman.
Daquan Jackman putting his team up
as they take the lead
as
boys under 16 Pro Series 1. Ball Blasters Youth Academy, no.
One of the players from the under 14 division, the scorer of the opening goal, Mr. Gibbs, he just stopped me and asked me how his opening goal was not on TV. the camera, the technical difficulties, the life of live TV. So important to these youngsters to see themselves on TV. And he's already, I'm sure he had called home and said, I scored the opening goal. And there's no proof on television. But I'm sure he's going to have, his coach who was taping the game says he has it. So he'll see it sometime in training. But it's back to action on the pitch. As we remember, we in the second, it's championship game, championship day. And the under-16s, it's their turn now. Pro Series up against Ball Blasters. Pro Series, they lead this one 1-0. A goal scored by their Bing defender from a corner, Dequan Jackman. So he's put up the Pro Series team 1-0. Remember, they're playing Ball Blasters of Tobago. For Ball Blasters to have two teams in the finals, it shows that they're doing something right in the island of Tobago. And they've represented well thus far. They would think that they should at least be level, right? Missing, Telophilus with a good run. Finds Celestin, the skillful Jasim Celestin. He takes a shot from distance. Just flashing over. So Jasim Celestin. So the Ball Blasters looking to answer the attack over this Pro Series team. Pro Series playing in not the traditional blue colors. They're playing in their red, white, and black. Ball headed down. Jasim Celestin slips this one to Harper. Harper does well. Goes all the way back to Jackman. Tristan Jackman. He comes wider. This can be dangerous. This is ball aimed at Captain Morgan. Morgan, the early ball. And he's just screened off of it there. Was Watkins. Some good work by Griffith. Good, sensible defending. And we were just complaining about the heat. And now it seems like we'll have to move because the rain seems like it wants to return. And that's the water break. So
at this point in time,
the water break is going to be taken now. And at this water break, it's Ball Blasters who are underdog. Pro Series lead 1-0. So while the boys take a refreshment break, we'll have one. Remember, the action continues in a short while.
It should be actually a cooling break rather than water break. Please be advised, teams, if and when necessary cooling break is taken, you should still stay on the field of play for your 3-minute water cooling break and not off the field. Please be advised, you still need to stay on the field of play while your technical staff could be interacting with you. Not off the field, please. That's the end of the 3-minute cooling break. As we now move into continuation of the first half. Goal scored by the Quan Jackman, number 3 for Pro Series as they lead this one. And the boys under 16, Pro Series 1, Ball Blasters FC 0. That's what the score is at present. Looking for supremacy and excellence in trying to win the boys under 16 Republic Bank National Youth Football League Tournament 2024.
Welcome back as we get ready for the continuation after the water break of the first half. And this one, remember, it's the Republicum 2024, the national finals. We have Ball Blasters. They're in blue, they're up against Pro Series. Pro Series, though, they lead 1-0. A goal scored by their towering defender, the big number 3, Daquan Jackman. He has put his team up 1-0 as they have a throw. Griffith with the throw in. And it was Harper till for us winning out, and then they're able to win a throw. So a very experienced bench for the Pro Series team. When you look at the coach Kona Hislop, the assistant coach, Kian Williams, and the manager, Paul Deckel. Paul Deckel, of course, the high performance director for the TTFA. As the two midfielders there just trying to get things going. That's Bruno, who's the number 17, and Harper. So it's Harper there who plays that ball out, aimed at Celestin. Coach Conan Hislop trying to roll back the years. Yeah, it's going to be rough inside there for Barkley. Good. He was able to steal that ball. He's holding his face now, though. It's going to get rough in this back line. But it's going to be a throw-in. And Defoe trying to steal some yards. The referee Cox telling him, go back. Morgan. They play the ball across to the heavily banded Pereira. Pereira gets another opportunity to put it into the danger area. That's a beautiful ball through Morgan. He's very skillful. Marcel, not the best of touches. And the big guy from the back, Saint-Hilaire, he loses out to Harper. This is going to be a battle within a battle. Harper and Saint-Hilaire. Saint-Hilaire wins this round as they bring it all the way across to right. To the full, sorry. He loses out to Celestin. Celestin is very skillful. Just seems Celestin very skillful. He got quick feet on the ball as well as off. Referee Cox telling Defoe, just watch it. So that's another battle that is going to be a battle within a battle. As my coach Jerry Moore likes to say, you're going to win the personal battles. But it's Harper. The big guys have not come up from the back, so definitely he's going to go for goal from here. Because he's got no big heads to aim for. Yeah, it floated wide. It was a given. And when you play football long enough, you know that if the big guys don't come forward, he has to go to goal. Tom. Dumps it forward. A bit of a high boot there. No call by the referee. Strong defensive header. And that's a good header there by Frederick. Barkley. He's forward back well. Harper. Barkley. Hislop. Strong touch out to Griffith. Griffith with the early ball. Aimed at Barkley. Barkley unable to control it. A lot of call for handball, but again, as long as the hand is not in a natural position, he can't move the hand out of the way when the ball is coming at him. As a throw is being taken there by the VO. Bruno finds Harper. Harper with a nice floated ball across. Good defensive header by Dufour. Hislop. So they settle along nicely here now, the Pro Series team. Knocking the ball one way, then the other. Cleared up into the air. Taking no prisoners, Bovell. The goal scorer, Jack Money, gives it away there to Morgan, but then he's able to recover well. Griffith. Harper. Alexandro Harper. That's a beautiful ball in Matalofalas. And it's just played out for a corner there, St. Hilaire. Coach Conan Hislop instructing his defense to step a little quicker. This is a big field, so you want to be able to close the gaps quickly. It's a floated ball across. Comes all the way across. Morgan. And it's cleared up there by Jackman. Good defensive clearance. Frederick, can he keep it in play? Just out of the reach of Celestin. Oh, Jaquan. Morgan. They tried to thread that needle there. Was a milk. Psych milk. Ball played across. And just settling things down there at the back is Lucas. No one is coming for the ball and he's not interested in taking it up. So Jaden just slowing down the game a bit. Sometimes it's a two-edged sword. When you slow the game down a bit too early, especially if your team is having the advantage. And that was Griffith giving things away, but caught in possession here. Telofilos. Telofilos. Strong tackle. Telofilos. A player stayed down. He's rolling in pain. Jogging on.
As continuation of the Republic Cup 2024 National Football Youth League.
Not sure what player is down.
On the 16, champ of champs, the winners of Trinidad League, that is Pro Series leading. The winners of Tobago, Bold Blasters 1-0, a goal scored by Daquan Jackman.
So the player there, he's just getting the magic spray.
Stand by later on this evening.
Of course.
Afternoon, just around maybe 2:30.
Each oval therapy. So he gets some ice as well.
And it's going to be evolution.
That position that he's
Out of the center
there
zone
rubbing there.
versus
The dead leg position.
and that of Eagle.
Those who would have played know it. When the knee gets into that or the elbow gets into that meaty part of the leg there, you'll be surprised at the discomfort.
Will be Pro Series versus MIC Matura, and that will take place on the 8th of July at the Republic Bank Sports Ground.
But he's up and walking out. So that's good. As he able to walk out, and they make us some substitutions. His coach telling it that you have to get back out there. That's Jaquan Dufour or Dufour. There are two pronunciations of the same word, according to who tells you. But here's Milk. Some good work there by Tristan Jackman. As the ball goes out, it's going to be a corner. So the coach of the Ball Blasters team at this level, that's Thomas. Jomo Thomas is up. He's trying to get his team G'd up here as they try to find a response. The dead ball specialist for the Tobago team, Pereira, he's going to take this with the left boot sculling in. Oh, it's into the back of the net. So that's the response. It was a brilliant ball by Pereira, the dead ball specialist. And he celebrates. He claims it. Mario Pereira with the left boot. It's bandaged, but it's very much alive and well. It was a curling ball. An Olympic goal direct from the corner.
The boys under 16. As it's now a 1-all situation here at the UTT Omera in Arima.
So it was a brilliant corner. Morgan, well handled there by goalkeeper Lucas. So Lucas rolls it short to Jackman. That's Tristan Jackman. He places out to his wing back. Frederick on the overlap. No, just applying some pressure there was Barkley. So Peters sent back by referee Cox. So their pressure being applied here now. Morgan unable to come across and win. Jackman. Ball cleared. That's a beautiful ball through. Jeremiah Wickham loses out. Griffith. Telophilus. Telophilus goes past his man. Telophilus. That's a good last jet tackle there by Saint-Hilaire. But he's been beaten again. And this ball all the way across. Peters. Milk. That's a beautiful ball. Milk is lightning fast. But then he loses his footing. The ball played forward. Celestin. He's just barged over there. Morgan. German Morgan. And they send him all the way back to Peters. Peters goes back to Saint-Hilaire. Bovel loses out. Telophilus finds Harper. Alexandra Harper. He's in a battle with the goal scorer. That's Pereira. Ball comes across. Telophilus. Well, it falls to Bruno. Bruno with a shot. Tom. Morgan. That's a brilliant ball over the top. Milk has come on and added a mention. He's lightning fast, this Milk on the side. And side Milk, when he gets past the defenders, it's all sort of problems. Thrown into the skipper, Morgan. Milk. Celestin, he's floated out of this one. Strong tackle, Bruno. And Jackman finds Griffith. So both teams have settled well here. Griffith, Bruno. He's played well in the midfield thus far. Troy Bruno. And that's a telling ball across to Telofilos. Barkley unable to get on the end of it. And doing some good defensive duties there was Bovell. So the two styles here up against each other. Of course, the Ball Blasters of Tobago playing on the counter quickly. And the Pro Series, they try to build the ball from the back.
Substitution for the Ball Blasters, leaving the field of play number 6, Cameron Bovell, being replaced by number 20, Malachi Peters. That's substitution for the Ball Blasters Academy.
So Bovell goes out and in comes Malachi Peters. And for the Pro Series, we see the number 9 jogging on. He replaces Celestin. Just seems Celestin. So Mason. Oh, it's Jonathan Mason. He came on and changed the game, spun the game on his head in the first game. That was the national, should not say national, but the Trinidad final. Jonathan Mason came on and spun the game on its head. The Fatima College student not only plays for Fatima College, he also plays for Pidibali Diego Martin United in the TTPFL Tier 2. So a very experienced campaigner, this youngster. It was his goals and assists that really catapulted the Pro Series team into this final. So it's speed for speed here. Probably watching a Need for Speed or a Fast and Furious movie, because with Milk coming in for the Ball Blasters, we've seen an injection of pace. And of course, Jonathan Mason, I don't think there's a faster footballer on the ball in Trinidad and Tobago in all age groups. But it's going to be Lucas, who has possession, and he bangs it upfield, trying to get Mason going. It's going to be a direct football race now. As Harper finds Telofilos. He finds the overlapping Griffith. Griffith with the ball across. Just cleared out. Taken down on the chest by Telofilos. Shot from distance. And it's easily handled there by Tom. A bit of a bobble, but he did well. This is going to be dangerous. Harper. And he just drags that wide. So the Pro Series team is trying to tighten the screws here. The Ball Blasters team, they're happy to play on the counter. They know they have Milk, who's gone straight to the forward position now. So it's more direct attack than before. As that ball comes across. And Mason picks up. Bruno with a bit of a heavy touch. He's able to recover. And Fredericks finds Mason. Mason, you want him to have one-on-one. He finds the overlap in Fredericks. Fredericks with the ball across. No one on the end of it. Telofilos, has he kept it in play? Yes, the referee says yes. He dribbles Pereira out of his boots. It's a corner. No, it's not. They say it would have went out before. He would have touched it. So Pro Series beginning to get their teeth in the bit. Going back to Frederick. Frederick finds Mason. Bruno, a heavy touch. This can be dangerous. Milk is lightning fast, but good defensive work. He's wrestled to the ground. The coach for Ball Blasters, Thomas, just saying, arguing differently. Hislop, he's disappeared from this one. Bruno. And Barkley going down. The referee, the players from the Ball Blasters team not agreeing with the referee. That was the number 8, Maxime. The phone Maxime saying that I did nothing, I just stood my ground. The referee just asking the players of the Ball Blasters team to walk outside the field. We're seeing 2 birds and a dog having an argument. But it's Peters. Shot from distance, Tom. Easily handled. And then he tries to get his wingers going. Peters. That's a good flick on here. Milk goes down. And Jackman wins out. Dequan, that is. Morgan, he's very skillful, the skipper. The early ball. Good defensive work there by Griffith. Hislop. Telophilus. Oh, there's a lot of work there by Wickham. Jeremiah Wickham. So the Ball Blasters team playing more how we expect a traditional Tobago team to play. No offense. At the under 14 division, they were quite composed. They build the ball a lot from the back. But this at the under 16 division, they're more going direct, depending on the speed and athleticism of their forward men. But this man has just as much speed and athleticism. That's him. Mason, he's lightning fast. Barkley, no call. Not a call they expect to get there. Dequan Jackman finds Griffith. Ball across. And they're just going to bang it forward and hope that Milk can go after it. Well, that's the referee's whistle. So referee Cox calls the end of the first half in this one. Remember, you're watching the Republic Cup 2024 National Finals at the under 16 division. And at the half, it's Pro Series 1. Ball Blasters 0. Ball Blasters 1, sorry. Of course, Pro Series, they got the opening goal off of Dequan Jackman. And then Pereira, the Olympic goal from the corner to pull his team level. So we're going to the break. When we come back, we will have more action in the second half.
Champion of champs, right here at the wonderful facilities of the campus in Arena. So that once again, you're reminded that the matches are being streamed live on M&ETV, where the stories are told. And certainly you can see this one. Just check it out, share it with others, and let them know that that can be the link to see the games being streamed live, courtesy M&ETV, led by Peter Lewis. In the meantime, just make sure, bear in mind that just around 2:30 p.m. we should have the start of the third and final game on today, which will be the boys under 20 final between Eagles FC out of Tobago versus Evolution, the Central Zone winner and the winner of the Trinidad leg. Action continues right here on the inside. Stand by, stick and stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Enjoy the football to the very max. In the meantime, Kevin, you know we do the thing, brother. Bounce in.
Mr. Police Officer, why you take up the music for?
Nice and easy. Grooving the music there off the man himself behind the turntable, Ben. Wonderful. Getting ready for resumption of the second half and the second of the 3 games here at the UTT campus, Omera Road in Arima. It is at the very end of the first half in the boys under 16 grand final. A 1-all affair with the Mario Pereira getting the open items there, and the Juan Jackman getting the opening item, and Mario Pereira getting the equalizer. It's a 1-all affair moving into the second half. It can be anyone's victory at stake. The price of the boys under 16 Republic Bank National Youth Football League tournament is up for grabs. If no winner at the end of normal time, it will be penalty shootout 5 versus 5. If no winner after that, then it will be sudden death, penalty 1 versus 1. A warm welcome once again to each and everyone in support of the Republic Bank National Football League Youth, a collaborative effort between the Republic Bank, TTFA, and the Gateway Athletics International. Congratulations once again to Ball Blasters for winning the boys under 14 earlier on this morning. As we have one more game on today, which will be the boys under 20 Evolution versus Eagles FC.
Welcome back as we get the second half on the way here at the UT grounds in Omera, in Arima here, as the action continue on Championship Day. Yes, it's Championship Day, where we're going to decide all the national champions. We're into the second half of the under 16 division. It's Ball Blasters. They are in blue. They're up against the Pro Series team. Milk skips past one challenge. He's getting to the area. He's gone down. Cleared up field there by Jekwan. And they call the possession. Is he onside? No, he's offside. He's definitely offside. Milk just coming back from the offside position. It's very, very close though. And that back line will have to be careful because he's lightning fast. But the news for the Pro Series team is that they've got a weapon of their own, a flash of their own, in Jonathan Mason. It'll be interesting to see 2 of them play in a race, really. But it's cleared forward. And this is where the problems will start when Jonathan Mason is allowed to run. And that ball played through. And it's winning it nicely. And he can have time to find Telophilus wider. Telophilus shimming one way then the other. He puts the ball across. A shot from. Oh. And he tried to go over Jonathan Mason. He was able to react, and he should have put that into the back of the net. Instead, he tried to be cheeky there. And in the end, he pulled it over the post. And again, we're getting a change in the weather conditions. The rain has come down.
Providing the much medical expertise with his team of Lalchan, Mohammed, and Harvey.
As it's going to be a goal kick here for the Ball Blasters out of Tobago, and Tom is going to take it. So goalkeeper Stefan Tom spots it, and he goes slowly across as they bang the ball forward. And fighting, allowing play to continue. Trying to get the 1-2 going there, but of course, you recognize that not the fastest of players, Barkley. So it's Thompson who's come on and added some spice to that attack from but Barkley. And he's finally called for the infringement. And in fact, it's supposed to be. Yes, it's he blew the other way. So it's gonna be a Pro Series ball. And standing over it is Harper. Of course, his name is Alexandro Harper, so you know that he's coming from a football stock. He can kick with both feet. So he's going to take this with the left boot. He's going to be clicking in. The big guys from the back, they've come forward. They've already scored from a set piece. Ball floated in. It's coming all the way through. And heavy touch. Shot from distance. Easily handled by Tom. So Thomas. Maya Thomas. He's definitely had a spark since coming on. Ball blasters, a handle ball. The referee playing the advantage. Barkley. That's a beautiful ball through. Just a bit too heavy. It was aimed at Thompson. Thompson has come on and definitely can't remember calling him in the Island final. But he's definitely one to watch. Bit of hands in the back. No call by the referee. It's going to be a throw. Griffith is going to take it. They've gotten a couple yards up. And with the conditions changing yet again, it's a good time to add the long throw to your arsenal. The shots from distance because it's going to bounce. Some going to bounce, some going to skid. Ball played through. Alexandro Harper and it's Bruno just clearing it up in the air. Some good skill there, trying to get Mill going. Falls to Morgan. It's wayward, to say the most. As it's going to be goal kick. Lucas. Or is it O'Brien who's come on there? Yeah. There's a change. It is O'Brien now. So it's the height that I recognize. Shamil O'Brien, excellent. I was expecting the growth spurt from under 14 to under 16. Hasn't come just yet, but he doesn't have to give up hope. Excellent goalkeeper with his feet and hands. The only thing that you can see is not the biggest of goalkeepers, but Trinidad and Tobago has gone to small goalkeepers now. Bigot, Denzel Smith. Add to that the Prisons goalkeeper. And all of them not fully 6 foot. And Denzel Smith has lit the world alight with his saving. So, but O'Brien, excellent goalkeeper. Well, so the ball blasters who are in possession as they bring it across the back. Guy playing it short. Barkley winning out. Griffith, and they're able to get a throw. So it's going to be Griffith who's going to take this throw. Zane Griffith throws it aimed at Mason. It goes all the way through. And they start the ball short, banged up field. Morgan not able to control cleanly, but Watkins able to do so. And Morgan playing past the press. And then it's aimed at Milky. Can't afford a miss here. But that's what O'Brien brings to the game. The ability to come off his line quickly. He's normally off his line pretty quick and able to really soak up that pressure. The stopper sweeper, or the sweeper stopper. He brings that game to the keeping position. So the Ball Blasters going to take this through, taking their time. It's one thing I realize about them. They take their time when they have set pieces and no great rush. But they lose out here to Loftus. Loftus bursting into the area. It's a corner. Referee Cox in a good position to see it. They go short. Ball floated across. The Kwan is there. Header! Save. Pushed over by Tom.
Ball action right there on the inside of the UTG campus.
So
the boys under 16 final as the national final. 1-all affair at this point in time with Pro Series and Ball Blasters Youth Academy.
So big Daquan Jackman. They are getting it hit. It was an excellent save by Tom. He just pushed it over the crossbar. So they've settled now. And it's going to be Harper. He's going to take this with the left boot. It's going to be curling in. We've already seen today an Olympic goal. Ball floated across. Keeper comes. He doesn't claim. Telophilus. Ball floated. It's Mason just overrunning it, but he's able to recover. And then some good defensive work there by Bovell. So it's going to be a throw in here. Frederick. And the ball just cleared up field. It's not Fredericks out there. It's Bernard. Ezekiel Bernard. Of course, within recent times, we have all seen the memes of Ezekiel, the exploits of Ezekiel. They'll be hoping that Ezekiel Bernard adds his mischief to the field. Ball cleared up field. And it's Ezekiel with a bit of a heavy touch. Milk wins out. And the Ball Blasters attempting to come forward. Jackman just clearing out. It's come all the way across to Mario Pereira. It was his Olympic goal in the first half that has his team equal, level. Some nice football here, but some good defensive work there. Thompson losing out. And going down, being badged over there was Alexandro Harper. Ball played into Mason. Mason finds Barkley. Barkley has come out wider. A bit of a tactical change. They've realized that he doesn't have the pace to really pressure the backline of the Ball Blasters, nor do he have the physical capacity to match up against the very physical Tobago backline. Milk. Tristan Jackman this time, able to clear. That's a very good ball out wider. And it's Bovell Pereira, the wing back, but then a heavy touch. And that's ball played forward. Mason always willing to run. Oh! And it's a save. Now an experienced player would have gone down. He was definitely kicked. In the power of fair play, he stood his ground and got off a shot, but an experienced player was going down there. He was kicked. He was fouled. All he had to do was go down, and that would have been a penalty. But credit to him, he stood his ground, got off a shot. The angle was very tough there. Tom did the necessary, but a more experienced player was going down. He was solidly kicked. There was no question about it. But he stood his ground in the power of fair play. So if there are prizes for that, Jonathan would be first on the list for the power of fair play after this game. In the end, the score remains Pro Blasters 1, Pro Series 1. And again, it's Alexandro Harper, the big guy from the back. He's loaded the area. Of course, Dickwan, they're finally getting the matchup right. Dickwan Jackman. Harper, beautiful ball across, but it goes past everyone on this occasion, and it's allowed to roll out on the far side. So yes, as you see on the replay there, beautiful ball through. Of course, as long as there's room between the last stopper and the keeper, that's where Jonathan Mason makes his living. He got onto it. He was home and clear. The defender had no other choice but to make the challenge. And he got all of Mason. Mason, though, did not go down under the challenge, stood up, had a crack, and Tom did the necessary. Good defensive work there by Barkley. Harper, he's been excellent, yes. And the coach going on his lap, calling for consistency there, because it was a similar challenge in the middle of the field. Referee Cox, though, would have thought that 6 or 1, half a dozen of the other, but he had just a call that was the same kind of call. So credit to both the coach for calling it out and the referee for maintaining consistency, as we always like to maintain the integrity of the process. And the ball goes wider here to Telofilos. Nice back heel to Bernard. It's going to be their throw, though. Now, there's something called refereeing, yes, by instinct. The strange thing was Ezekiel began to walk away like it wasn't his ball. But the ball would have definitely come off of the Ball Blasters player. The Ball Blasters player wasn't going for it either. Referee Cox would have been in a quagmire there. And he's asking him to come back a couple yards. And Ezekiel Bernard is going to take this throw in. He showed it into the area. Harper. Bruno. Dickwan Jackman. Jackman quite calmly, but then he gives it away. Ball across. Morgan. Unable to get off a shot from distance. In fact, he was in the area. So showing that there are signs of life by Dufour. Dufour, whichever pronunciation you want to take. In fact, that's not Dufour who's out there. Right. Who's come back on. The modern hairstyles. You can't recognize the players because no longer 1 or 2 players sporting the same hairstyle. Now it's a mirage of them with the same hairstyle. Thomas, he started quite brightly in the second half, but he's disappeared a bit. But Mario putting to Marshall. Thomas, no call by the referee. As Miss Mark passes, one of my students many years ago. You see, Father Time has really caught up with you when you taught students and now you coach teenage sons. But Marshall, he's really been working well for this Ball Blasters team. The number 37, Milk. And Morgan. And it's been cleared upfield. Pereira. Barkley barging over the player. It's one thing that Barkley lacks the speed element. He gives his best effort, but he just lacks that speed and physicality. Right. Bovell trying to go past Jackman, the other Jackman that is, Tristan. And Telofilos going for a bit of a run here. Striding forward. He's waltzing past everyone. He had Barkley, which the ball eventually getting there. It's passed behind Griffith there. Griffith, who was on the overlap. You want to reward your wingback when they leave the wingback position to go on the overlap. He tried to put it onto him, but he put it behind him. Morgan, Marshall. He's been excellent for his Ball Blasters team. He's really marshaled that midfield area. Bovel. The early ball. It's gone through, but it's well handled there by Dequan Jackman. And then he just misplaces the pass, trying to get it to Bernard. So the two center backs combining well. That's the two Jackmans. Ball played through. Falls to Harper. Harper. The early ball aimed at Mason. Now you must know that the strength of Mason is his pace. So he has to put the ball into the gap. Buffel. He bangs it off of Ezekiel Bernard, and it's going to be a corner here. The Ball Blasters team, they're very strong in the air. And not only that, they've got the very intelligent left boot of Pereira. Mario Pereira, he's already scored an Olympic goal. For those who don't know what that is, that's a goal directly from the corner. He had it curling in. Made popular by a player named Olympic. That's the first time it was done. And the name has remained. Ball curling in again here. The keeper comes and punches. Well done to O'Brien. The ball has not been cleared here. And finally, the referee calls a stop to the play. O'Brien. Shamel O'Brien there. He went into a number of players. Of course, these boys are big, huge guys, these under 16s. So we see Wright returning. Sorry, Defoe returning. Defoe comes back on. And Maxime. So Maxime makes way. Morgan. Dequan Jackman, he heads it, but straight back to Morgan. Of course, Morgan very skillful. The referee allowing the advantage to be played. And it's Thomas. Thomas. The advantage allowed to be played here. Is he onside? He should have been offside. But he didn't interfere with the play. Because he didn't get onto the ball. The rule always confused me, and I'm glad that I'm no longer active only in FET match. Because when that ball is played through and the defender, the man is offside, a lot of things will happen before the referee flag goes up. Ball through! Unable to control it there was Barkley. And it goes out for a goal kick. So as we continue the discussion about the offside rule now, so the ball is played through. A defender realizes that he's beaten, but he doesn't realize that the man is offside though, so he tries to recover, pelts a wild tackle. The forward now, thinking that he's onside still, continues to track the ball, he's injured, and then the flag goes up. So it's a rule that I don't like. I like the early flag, stop the play, and get us going the other way. But this, as we see the coach of Evolution, he's made a national finals early in his coaching career. He's almost eclipsed me already. He's made a national finals. You'll have to win a couple first, but that's excellent going as he transition from the playing park to the coaching pitch. Ball Blasters, so that's Marshall, finds Pereira. And I like this about this Ball Blasters team. They're not afraid to put the ball on the ground and play it around. So it's Marshall. As the Pro Series faithful try to ring up the rhythm section. Thomas charging down the ball there. The Sun, again, the weather playing cat and mouse with us. The Sun is back out in all its glory. Falls here, shot from distance. He's not going to beat O'Brien with that. But a good, just ensuring that O'Brien is awake. Finds Mason. He finds Alexandro Harper. Harper looking for movement. And it's Mason. Is he onside? He stayed on. And there, that ball just being cleared out. That's where he's most dangerous. And the referee has signaled for rehydration break. Of course, the Sun has just come back out in all its glory. So at this point, while the players take a drink, we'll have one as well. Remember, you're watching the Republic Cup 2024 National Youth Football League National Finals. And the scores, Ball Blasters of Tobago 1. Pro Series, the boys from the north, 1.
Remains a 1-all affair in the boys under 16 final. The Kwan Japan, number 3. Getting the open item there for Pro Series. And Mario Pereira getting the equalizer. Both in the first half. No goals as yet in the second half. If no clear winner at the end of full time, inclusive of added on time, it will be penalty shootout between the two teams, 5 versus 5. And if no clear winner after that, it will be sudden death penalty, 1 versus 1.
Back across, a shot from distance from Bruno. And the captain trying to thread the needle there, but it's well handled at the back. And that's Ezekiel who's on the ball there. And he just gives the ball away cheaply. Bovel. Ball played across. As able to pick up that ball there is Alexandro Harper. Goes through to the keeper. Ball roll out to Marshall. Pereira. Morgan. A bit of a heavy touch. Give him away to Telofilos. Telofilos skips past one challenge. Telofilos hit to the back of the net.
Goal for series.
So, Jassy Telofilos puts his team up 2 goals to 1.
Scored here by number 20. In the person of Josiah Theophilus.
I'll follow the in-house commentator, Josiah Telofilos.
This is the boys under 20.
So he's
Final.
put his team up.
This point in time,
The boy.
is getting another item there for the Pro Series as the leaders won 2 goals to 1 against Ball Blasters FC.
So it's the boys under 16. The boys are the 16 finals here. And the Pro Series, the boys from the north, they have taken the lead.
The boys under 16 finals continues with Pro Series getting another item there scored by Theophilus, number 20.
And having stayed down here, he's limping to come off.
Scoring the item there for the Ball Blasters Youth Academy.
Not quite sure which player is coming off there, but he seems to have picked up an injury. So the Ball Blasters, with it all to do from here, the Pro Series team can expect a very interesting last 20 minutes here, because this team is going to be coming in, and they're going to be coming in waves. They've gone away from their natural direct play. They've tried to match Pro Series in building the ball, which is not their best. Shot from distance, Morgan. And O'Brien with steady hands. But that's how they're going to be coming now. They're going to go back to what they naturally do. They were trying to match Pro Series by building the ball. Not much teams at this level are going to be able to match Pro Series in building the ball. Jackman takes another touch. Still Jackman. Barkley. And it was Thompson there, dummying, thinking that Telofilos was on the overlap. So Pereira. That's a ball played forward. You're going to be going very direct now. You've got to expect that. If you're a coach, you've got to tell your team to just drop and play one block down, because they're going to go direct to what they do naturally. Pereira trying to get that ball going to the number 11. That's Watkins. You can expect Watkins and Milk to begin to go forward. Morgan keeping it in play. Telofilos. But Morgan is working overtime here. Skipper comes back. Yeah. And you can expect that ball is going to be coming many a times. Bernard, a heavy touch there by Mason. As substitutions about to be made by the Ball Blasters team. The number 16 is going to make his way on. That's Barry. Kishon Barry. Sometimes spelling of names very interesting. As coming off is going to be Wright, Emmanuel Wright.
National final between
Keyshawn Barry.
Right, being replaced by number 16, Keyshawn Barry.
Well, the in-house announcer, who's also a teacher, he gives me the same pronunciation that I'm giving you. Sometimes the spellings confuse everyone. That's a beautiful ball over the top. Milk. He's lightning fast, but good work there by Griffith. But anyone who knows football at this level, they know that that's how they're going to be coming. The under-14 team played a bit different. And a while ago, the under-16 team tried to, but the natural DNA of teams coming out of Tobago is direct. Not that they can't play the ball short, but they play with depend on athleticism and pace throughout the history of football. The powerful Signal Hill teams of yesteryear would all be teams that will play this ball. Long direct, and it's going to be a pace race. Oh, beautiful save there. So Watkins there, but O'Brien was up to the challenge. But it's not going to be the first time it's going to happen unless Pro Series decide to just drop their line and play, because that ball is going to be played time and time again. That's the natural DNA of teams coming from this style. Thompson with a chance to react with a pace man of his own, but it's a bit too far forward there. He tried to get Mason going. He should have hit it to the corner flag. Then all bets would have been on Mason. Marshall, he's been excellent. Oh, and he gets the commentator's curse immediately. Quickly taken by Thompson. Then he just drags his shot. And it's aimed at Milk. Griffith and Milk in a battle. Griffith winning that battle. And Telophilus. He's getting into the area. He looks up. Across. Tom just beats it away. Bruno versus, it's a handle ball, it's a foul, a number of infringements. You choose what ticket you will give him. And Marshall sending the boys forward. Yeah, the natural play. It's direct. Good defensive header there. But it falls to Morgan. Morgan is skillful. He goes down and he gets a free kick in a very telling position. The two players just, the coaches of the Pro Series team, well, the man who's the manager, but he's the Trinidad and Tobago high performance director, so he's going to be more than a manager here, together with the assigned coach, Conan Hislop, they're up. I know, Telophilus got into the referee's book. As more changes are being made, on comes the number 4, Peters. And off goes, it's the number 5, Guy.
Substitution for the All Glasses Youth Academy.
And some players are down. Marshall is down. He's been stretched out there. That's Revlon. Revlon Marshall. And it's Morgan who's going to take this one. Again, with all the directions from the bench, it's easy to know. O'Brien will have to keep his eyes open because they're not going to float this ball. He's going to bang. And he bangs it, and it goes wide. And so predictable. They're very predictable, that effort. As we see some more substitutions about to be made. The 4th official, Miss Myers. As Miss Myers, Kerry Myers, the keeper for Club Sando. Right now she's has another portfolio, and that one just going out of play. As they're taking their time about it now, waiting for the substitutions to be taken. And Griffith, Zane Griffith, just taking his time about it, allowing the substitutions to be made. Thompson, he had a good little spell, Thompson. Naima Thompson, he comes off, as well as Barkley, who's tried, but he hasn't affected the team as well as he should have. That's Jake Barkley. And on runs the number 7, Jaden Samuels. He returns, as well as the number 12. That's Jonathan Ferrer. You remember the rule is you can't be substituted on and off more than one time. Ball thrown. Theophilus. Griffith finds Mason. Harper. Bruno. So this one keenly contested, but Pro Series, they lead this one 2-1. They got their go-ahead goal off the boot of Josiah Theophilus. Good work there by Mason, showing his experience at this level. Bruno. Griffith going for a bit of a run. Find Theophilus. Bruno. Ferreira. And Theophilus able to win out again. So the pressure coming here in waves. A man shaking out of his boots. And Samuel doing some good work there out there, but then he tried to do too much. And a substitution made there out 20. So I guess it's going to be Pereira who comes out, and 20 goes in. Yeah, Malachi Peters. Yeah, Peters is a defender. He was substituted out in the first half, and now he's substituted back in. So they're realizing that they match up at the wing-back position between Theophilus and Pereira. So although Pereira is good going forward, he's just a bit suspect when put up against a real brutal attacking force as Theophilus is. Bruno. Yeah, good screening there by the big defender, Barry. So Barry came on in the midfield. Now he's going back to play a wing-back position. So they've also made some adjustments at the back. You see, they seem to have been going from a back 4 to a back 3, with special attention being placed on Theophilus. But they'll have to be wary of the pace of Mason. Barry. Milk. Still Milk. And the ball played over the top here. Ezekiel with a good defensive header. Should have allowed it to go out of play and get a corner. In the end, he gets a corner. But that's where the experience lies. You could have gotten a corner, settle yourself, get your big guys from the back. If you just look at it, you can see that your guys are bigger physically. You're not quite sure if they're better headers of the ball on their team, but you can see that on average, they're physically bigger. Morgan. Well, they don't have a Pereira with that magic left boot, so it's going to be the captain, Morgan, to take this with the right boot. He's going to be curling away. A lot of action in the 6-yard box, and it goes past everyone. Marshall with a shot. This is problems. Mason The fastest man on a football field. He doesn't get a shot off though. Harper. A shot from distance there by Jackman. Jackman. Ferreira. Milk. So it's going to be, so it will be disappointed all around there. Mason never got off a shot. And he ran the length of the half. And didn't get off a shot. He's still down. I'm sure he's been greatly disappointed. Also, the number 17 who was arriving late, that's Bruno. He too didn't get off a shot. In fact, it was the defender who got off a shot at about 40 yards. That was Tristan Jackman. So the instructions from
The action continues right here.
the bench.
On the inside of the UTT campus, O'Meara Arima. It is in this the boys under 16 National Final Pro Series. Leading
So more substitutions about to be made.
Youth Academy 2 goals to 1.
And it seems like the number 20 who just come on, Peters, he's been substituted out. And they brought on number 13, Carrington.
A. James and his medical crew.
And Marshall, who's gone down. He's been excellent for his team. This Marshall. Rivano Marshall. Remember that name. Very composed, organized midfielder. But he's gone down with cramp. Like one of the Ball Blasters players has went down in the under 14 final. Of course, you need to get your electrolytes in, your sodium, your potassium, and your calcium. That's the ions that get the muscle clicking. And this ground is no easy ground to run on, even when it's bone harder. And today, where it's a bit wet, so Marshall is going to be lifted off. Number 15 is going to replace him. That's Wickham. So Jeremiah Wickham is going to come on for Marshall.
After the presentation, we'll have commencement of the third and final game on today, which will be Eagles FC out of Tobago versus Evolution.
Yeah, Marshall.
Out of the central zone.
Marshall will, the medical staff will know, a sole prune, a banana and some water, and he'll be good to go. Of course, the player would be in discomfort, and if he's not accustomed with the discomfort of cramp, sometimes it feels like if it's a very serious injury, when those muscles refuse to fire, but the action continues on the pitch. And
is being done there by the medical expertise of A. James, Dr. James and his medical team, and ably assisted there by
the teams continue to
zonal coordinator
fire here as Peters,
known as Links. Thank you very much.
Theo Peters. The doctor comes and he says cramp is not a medical emergency. And he's saying that the physio of the bench should take care of that. And he calls away his team. But of course, I think he should have left his team there to provide a... And he gives the same instruction that I was given here, but it's a bit harsh. But back to the action of the pitch, as it's going to be Morgan. Morgan floats into the area. A good hand there by O'Brien. It goes out to Peters. Peters playing it back to Saint-Hilaire, back to Peters and Saint-Hilaire again. And then Ezekiel putting on the big screen. Ball not cleared. And they're finally able, oh, they're not able to clear it still as Carrington. Saint-Hilaire. And he gets a corner there. So they're showing everything here. The kitchen sink and the wares at the Pro Series team. The youngster, is he up? Yes, Marshall is up. Carrington. And this is going to be interesting because he's lightning fast. He want to make up for the last time he went on a foot race. And the same, oh, brilliant save by Tom. The same combination combined to not create a goal. It was Mason on the breakaway. This time he played a beautiful ball across to Bruno. Bruno had just to take his time. He had time to control if he wanted. But instead, Troy went for the one-time shot. And Tom was there. He pushed it over the crossbar to preserve the 2-1 advantage to Pro Series and keep his team in this one. So, Ball Blasters, they have to be careful of Mason. But these two again combining.
Working along with the
Theophilus.
Gateway Athletics International and the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association.
He's going to take it
for this
with the left boot.
Event.
Ball curled across. And it was Daquan Jackman again. And correct call by the referee. Daquan got the header, but it came off the back of the defender. The back of the head of the defender. So it's going to be a corner again.
The football has now come down to the very grand final.
So chugging across to Theophilus. And the amazing thing is he's going to take this now with his right boot. He's able to kick with both feet at the same level of accuracy. So this time he goes with the right boot. Curling in again. And Daquan is over the head of Jackman this time. So it goes out. And it's going to be a goal kick for the Ball Blasters team. Ball bang, Route 1 football. Old English, as we call it, as the ball is played forward. Bovel falls to the captain Morgan. He can hit the ball with both feet as well. Just stretching. And that's the final whistle. So at the final whistles, the boys from the north, they've written their name on the Republic Cup 2024 at the under 16 division. Pro Series win this one 2-1 versus Ball Blasters FC. It was an interesting and exciting game. Pro Series, they went up first off the head of Daquan Jackman, but then answering back for the Ball Blasters team was Pereira. He scored an Olympic goal from the corner, but later on it was the brilliance of Theophilus that blasted the Pro Series team in to the history books as winners of the Republic Cup 2024 National Under-16 champions. So congratulations to them, their coach, Mr. Hislop, as well as the assistant coach, Keon Williams, and their manager, Paul Deckel. They write their name into the history's book as winners of the Republic Cup 2024 Under-16 division.
Check. Don't go too far, Ball Blasters. Stay nearby. You have your medals to receive. Ball Blasters, don't go too far, please. Ball Blasters, don't go too far, please. You have your medals to collect. Runners-up medals, the silver medals. Just about 10 minutes on the other side of 2 p.m. Just saw completion of the boys under 16. The national final between Ball Blasters Football Academy out of Tobago versus a Pro Series, the Trinidad leg winner, and at the very end it was Pro Series defeating Ball Blasters Football Academy 2-1. Remember, check out M&E Music and Entertainment, where the stories are told. Let your friends know if they're not here as yet, and even those who are here, it's being streamed live. Action on the stream of M&E. Give it up one more time for the Ball Blasters Football Academy. Runners up in this, the boys under 16 grand final. At the very end of this encounter, it was a goal scored by Daquan Chapman to open the item there for Pro Series. The equalizer by Mario Pereira for Ball Blasters Youth Academy. And then number 20, Josiah Theophilus, getting the winner. As the medals are being presented there by the director and founder and owner of the Gateway Athletics International, Sharon Alexander, ably assisted by Downey Marcel, a man who wears so many different hats. Republic Bank, National Football League, Zonal Coordinator in Tobago, head coach of the Ball Blasters under 14, as he has won the under 14 earlier on this morning, and assistant coach for the Ball Blasters under 16, Downey Marcel, as just part of the title allotted to you, brother. Well done one more time to Ball Blasters Football Academy. Give it up for one more time for Ball Blasters. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah. As we now acknowledge and welcome to receive their medals and trophy, national champions in this, the Republic Bank National Football League Youth Competition. It is Pro Series. Hey! Led by his head coach, Conor Heslop, assistant coach, Keon Williams, manager Paul Deckles, who also is the head coach of the futsal national team of Trinidad and Tobago. I want to thank once again the match officials, Joel Cox, assistant referee number 1, Rondell Millington, assistant referee number 2, Shane Mohammed, and fourth official, Kerry Myers. As we stand by, thereafter the presentation being done now for the boys under 16 will be the boys under 20. It's going to be Evolution FC out of Central Zone.
Camera for myself, one camera.
Last week at the Maniranjo Stadium. In their way and winning the Tobago title. Eagles FC looking for supremacy in the boys under 20 grand final. Up next, stand by. Don't go anywhere. Your support is certainly needed. also official member of the TTFA in that of Samantha Keystone. Well representing Pro Series as one of the coaches, also national referee in her capacity. Technical staff receiving their much-deserved medals also. Paul Deckel, the manager and futsal head coach, along with his colleagues, head coach Kona Hislop, assistant coach Keon Williams. Give it up one more time for the champions and the boys under 16 as they're about to receive the remarkable, valuable, impressive trophy. The captain and his colleagues, teammates, the Pro Series, receiving it from Chef Alexander. Hey, hey, hey! Hey! Let's go!
Trophy in front of me, and that's all the motivation I need.
Well done, congratulations once again